Alrighty, this is God here, streaming Phoenix Legion and JGX in their Martial Olympiad 8 matches. So solo streaming it, so we'll see how we go. It'll be a pretty basic cast, but we'll see what happens. What do we got here? Oh, the Annies. So Maghat B, Bloodasp A, Daka, 3 Dakas. This is going to be a hard Epsilon push, boys. This poor Dario, hopefully Dario sees what's happening here. Surely Dario has seen them. So got Annie 1P, we've got Dragon 5N, Night Gear, Annie 1P, Bloodasp and Bloodasp A. Well, Phoenix Legion already got 3 caps here. Johnny Black taking a fair bit of damage in that Warhawk. See where he's set up. Currently trading with that Annihilator, Night Gear and Bloodasp, but this could be a really rough position for him. Ooh. Tasha has just halved the Bloodasp. Really need to get something happening here, Phoenix Legion. They are absolutely stuck on the spine over there near Epsilon. These 2 mechs are just going to die here unless they move soon. That is not the way you want to fall, Johnny Black. You really need to get a bit... you need to fall on this side of it. Oh, using the reverse. Okay, he's done for. Dario over there still playing with them at Epsilon. Come on, Johnny, let's see something. Anything. Alright, it doesn't look like he's going to do much here. So these 2 mechs should be dead. Kraz and Goku just need to go W key here. And then crush this big grouping. Alright, Grolsch really needs to back out. He is in a bad way. So basically, if those Annihilators and Bloodasp from Theta can actually get some shots in, it might take a bit off the Annies, although, yeah, no, they're really healthy. Go, Grolsch, do you have any weapons left? No, you are a stick. Good job. Come on, mate. Alright, Count TZT here in a little bit of trouble as well. If these Annies can crest, they're really going to kill him quickly. Oh, Krasnopesky caught in the open. Although they're getting Phoenix Legion down, let's see if Kraz can get out of there. Oh, Stimrog just diving in. They really need to shoot this Annie 2A over the back there. Shabrazza should be doing some serious work, depending on how many weapons. He's only got 3 weapons left by the looks of it. Yeah, Jaguar. Jaguar torso twisting like a boss here. taking all that damage. Okay, buddy. Just kill him. It'll be interesting here, since Grolsch is nothing and Dario is a fleet, like just a capping fleet. These two Annies here really need to put some damage down soon. Although if you could see a flip, maybe the Mislinxes could just engage and go for the fleet. Shabraz is absolutely useless, I think, over there. I think he's done. Yeah. Now, I think, even though it'd be suicide kinda, he needs to get back in here and try and leg that fleet or something. Can't see how he would do it. Oh, he's probably got no weapons left. See, one arm left on you. Yep, legged and one arm left, okay. This is just a matter of time now. It's very interesting. I expected Phoenix Legion to bring us something a little bit more outlandish, like ATMs, LRMs. Just pure DACA seems to really buck the trend of their normal strategy. Oh, we'll play JGX. So look here, Jaguar really putting in work with that Annie. Pasha as well. Yeah, Annie's, these 1Ps are just ridiculous. Well, Stimrog had an amazing game. There must have been a couple of really good strikes there. Same with Polycat. Really got let down. Those Dakar Annihilators have such bad mounts for this. Alrighty. Now, let's see. That between match scorecard didn't work for me. Alright, let's just send it over to the map strat then. So all we saw basically was W key straight down for Phoenix Legion. JGX set up really well. They set up all around the map over here. Only a little bit of pressure from across. Really good firing lines. We had that Warhawk die in the low ground that tried to set up here and was ended up trading its 3 mechs. And I guess Phoenix Legion could have tried to back off after they got the 3 cap, but like, all they had was this position here as control for this entire side. So they were going to get engulfed basically by the end of it. Could have really gone a lot better for them. But yeah, you can't send, you just literally, they threw it when they sent all 3 of those big assaults down this way. There's just no map pressure once you get to this point here. Unless you also get Gamma as well. Righto, let's wait for the drops in between. Let me update my scorecard as well on the other screen. Okie doke. Alright, let's wait for the next match.
нас есть эскорт в виде мисс Линкс, он за тобой сейчас бегает. Смотри.
Это не тот человек, который тебя в блок-листе.
Как ты догадался? А, да, он же на мисс Линксе первым дропом.
Don't worry, boys. Professional streamer. Alright, boys. As we wait for them to get set up for drop 2, let's have a quick look at the map strat for Mining Collective. So it'd be very interesting to see what they do here. Obviously, Phoenix Legion can't bring the lock-ons. So I'm imagining they would be an ATM-friendly team from previous years. Different ways you can play this map. So there's typical brawl where you can straight over, or the holdback strat where you can sit mechs up high at both sides here, across the top, across here. That's the Phoenix Legion side. It'd be against JGX. It'd be a tough ask to try and outshoot them, so I'm going to expect a brawl strat. Now from the other side, Team 1, it's a bit different. So you don't quite get access to really big flat areas like you do on Team 2. So you get this area cupcakes right here. Such a good little high spot where you can look into the circle, you can set all your brawl mechs up underneath. But it's really susceptible to that long range strat. So it'd be interesting to see whether JGX set up their typical firing line, or if they end up with a push strat here, or a bit of a mix. Hopefully get a brawl though. It'd be really good to see both these teams coming together. Alrighty, they're nearly ready. See, what I would love to see, I'd love to see JGX probably do a southern side rat, try and counteract it, and then really man mode, but leave a couple of night gears or something like that up here high, try and surprise them into pushing them and then getting a back dive into them. Be very, very suicidal, but I'd be something I'd be more expecting of Phoenix Legion. Probably should add, by the way, it's just Lermgod here casting solo. So making it up as we go. Should be updated now. I see it as first Jaguar Guards versus Phoenix Legion. Alright. They're locked. Alright, looks like it's going to be... Yeah, looks like it's going to be a southern side strat, possibly. Not giving much away. They put in Bravo, Pasha. Ooh, okay. So what I'll expect here is... I'm thinking they're going to set up in a little bit in this area, one or two here, but it's going to be mostly a push strat by JGX, guessing from their lances. So again, by the way, JGX did win the first drop, 8 mechs to 4 mechs. Well, while we're still waiting for them, for anyone that missed it, that's the scorecard from the previous match. Oh, they're doing it. Alrighty. Come on, Deluvia mechs. Let's see him. Alrighty. For JGX, we have Vulcan, Nike, Assassin, Assassin, Huntsman, Assassin, Vulcan, and a Hunchback. So we've got pretty much 2 traders, and the rest are going to be pushing mechs. On the other side for Phoenix Legion, 3 Novas, a Piranha, a Quick Draw, a Gargoyle, Vulcan, and Piranha. They're going straight W key, boys. Holy dooly. Any cool patterns for dungeon? Not really. Alrighty. So, Phoenix Legion sort of taking the right side here, expecting a cupcake hold. We do see the Hunchback and a Huntsman up there as well, ready to trade across. Looks like that's a Pop-Tart Hunchback. Also a dual PPC Huntsman as well, so we've got a few more trading mechs than I expected. So it's an awkward position here. They've sort of locked themselves into the outside without fully seeing what JGX has set up. So JGX is going to set up from the middle here and push them out. Zinjoing this Gargoyle is not going to last long in this match. Oh no. Oh, we can't watch that. That's not terms of service friendly in there. Oh dear. Although they're giving up the Hunchback and the Huntsman for it. And while the Huntsman's gotten to safety, Krasnopesky should be the next target for Phoenix Legion. Johnny Black nearly down to that Nova. Someone set out a strike. This is going to be ugly. There's absolute mayhem. JGX very much seem to be getting the best of it though. Looks like one of these Novas and the Piranha's about to go down. Piranha sort of stuck over there with that Assassin Gogul. Another artillery, a bit more team damage, I like it. Alright, this is getting to be a slaughter. Let's see if we get into a cockpit here. Count's still going. Oh. Oh gosh, this is the data overwatch position, okay. Let's lock him, data. Come on, lock him for me. Oh yes. Farm him out. I respect that. Very interesting build here in this Huntsman. And this Vulcan very much untouched. I think you're going to have to come out of the closet, Michael. Come on. Interesting, he has no points in range by the looks of it, so I'm guessing this is either a budget skill tree or a full tank skill tree. No wait, 270 meters. No, he's got a lot of points in range. Never mind. Losing my mind there. So, what he's kind of trying to do at this point, he's trying to make JGX go and shoot one of the beacons, but yeah, that Nike is just going to maul him. Takes it down really well though. It's JGX 8-5. So let's see here. Data in that Nike, absolutely just rolling them. Dog meat, kill stealing like a boss. That's what we know him for. Good man. Where'd that put? Oh, that gargoyle. Oh, jeez. There's nearly a panic button on Polycat. Yeah, could have definitely gone a bit better for them. Alrighty. So let's get up the map strat here. Clear that off. Alright, so what we've got to see here basically, JGX set up with a very wide arc. We had one over here, or we had one over here, two up high, then we had everyone else sort of dogpiling around in the low ground in this area here. Basically then from Phoenix Legion, kind of screwed himself over and did a bit of a north side push, ended up right on the outside. So it's an interesting thought process, but it kind of doesn't really work. And then the poor old Gargoyle went in here and just got absolutely caged in the tunnel. And that was poor viewing for the poor old Gargoyle. He had not much of a chance. It'd been good to see if Phoenix Legion maybe had one or two trade mechs to help get them in there. But by that time, it was not going to go well. Alrighty. I really don't understand. Like they got the pilots. They really just should throw a bit of skill in there. There we go. So post match. By the way, guys, no lock-ons for this drop and the next drop. Mining Collective again coming up. Do we get some team damage? Oh, yes. I was checking it out. I think almost one of those Phoenix Legion pilots could have done more team damage than actual damage, but not too bad. You can see some people got very artillery happy in that fight. But that was a good match, so they're getting very close. So we've got an 8-4, then an 8-5, both in favour of JGX. Alright, looks like they're going to be pretty quick here. So they've flipped over the teams. Phoenix Legion have already locked in their positions. Very interesting that they're going to do Alpha and Charlie. So what I'm expecting here is something. I'm going to expect the north side push from JGX, but with overhead mechs in. Oh no, they're switching it up. Okay, we look like we're going to see a range strat from JGX, whereas Phoenix Legion are just going to go devoted to full south side push or south side high range. It's interesting though, they have completely given up cupcakes with their spawns. It's an interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays off for them. Let's have a quick look here. Not stock mode? No, definitely not stock mode for this competition. More caster questions. Yes, this is Lerm God. RIP, guys. What do you mean all Aussies sound the same? Fuck you. I mean, duck you, Reckless. Family friendly stream. Oh god. Giveaways? Nah, I've got nothing, mate. Well then, hopefully we don't get banned after Reckless trolling us. Come on, boys. They've been locked for 5 minutes now. Let's get in there. Maybe they're trying to stack their names in the correct order. Although I'm liking the synergy with the little badges. Check it out here. We've got some badge synergy. We've got 2 of these, whatever they are, and then some stars, and then some red things. Yes, it has devolved to this point. Alright, we're ready to roll. Alright, they're flipped over now, so let's see what Phoenix Legion can do from Cupcake side, despite going full south side spawn commit. Alright, dropships. Let's see it. How can you just look at the moon? Someone must have disconnected here. Oh, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we have to go with the Phoenix Legion first. This is just, it's all gone wrong, guys. They're throwing the towel in. There's 3 Urbies. Not like this. 2 Thanatoses. I'm going to guess they're LB40 builds. The experts, here we go. Getting colours. Oh yes. Mislinks, quick draw. Hunchback. Let's see what the Hunchback has. He is slow as all get out. All laser. Okay. For JGX, we've got Phoenix Hawks. 3 Phoenix Hawks. Holy dooly. Huntsman again. Hunchback. Data in that Nike. Let's see what Data's setting up. Oh yeah. That's the Data position. They're very much looking to receive this match. They're not looking to probably do any pushing. And judging by the first match, Phoenix Legion are more than happy to give them that. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, they're LB40s. Oh baby. So a strike's coming in, a little bit of damage coming out onto Stimrog in the Mislinks. It's going to be a bit of a standoff for a fair while here, guys, I reckon. There's just no way this Night Gear and stuff are going to be able to engage from that range. Let's see. So he should be medium pulses. They'll all be medium pulse. These Phoenix Hawks. I think Pasha's going to be in a little bit of trouble. It's going to be a very daring position trying to hold that ledge. He's probably nearly lost that right torso. Mind you, Zinjo and that Hunchback 2CA has been absolutely ruined. What is he doing? Zinjo, get out of there, bro. So what'll happen here is, if this Hunchback dies for absolutely nothing, there's no trading left, and they're forced to just YOLO push. There's just no other possibility for them, and they're not going to be able to get to that Night Gear. So Stimrog's looking for a bit of pressure, but he has no idea what's on the other side. Come on guys, why are we throwing UAVs up? These Urbies can easily see all the mechs of the map if they just jumped out a tiny bit. Zinjo, stop! Whatever you're doing, stop. Although Pasha's, they're diving Pasha, but they're going to take Crossfire now. So the longer Pasha lives here, the more that Data's going to be able to do in that night gear. So Pasha finally goes down. Zincho, he's basically a stick, so this is going to be kind of even at this point. So Arend in this quick draw is going to probably be the focus fire. Count TZT, he should be able to get out of this. Once he gets around that tank there. Okay, this is where you get stuck in the fishbowl. So you're going to run around like maniacs. None of you are going to be able to jump. Oh, okay, bye Sinjo. Oof. Woozle, that's a very daring fight. I wouldn't go for that. So Johnny Blake. So these Thanatoses just are not going to be able to jump jet up. They're going to be one jump jet apiece. Hopefully Alligator has a map. That quick draw has very much just walked up behind him. A misty shot. There goes Polycat in the Irby. Phoenix Legion are not doing well. This is going to be a bit of a rickroll at this point. Alright, come on Jaguar, jump in there. Asserts of dominance. And that's it. Just got to get back into the circle. Look at the amount of UAVs. Never mind, we can only see one. Very good. Well played by JGX. So they had the right idea then, Phoenix Legion, but they just did not bring anywhere near enough trade. So as we can see here, Misanthrope, that was a bad time in the Thanatosis. That Hunchback Zinja, yeah, you didn't get enough out, mate. You needed to be like 8,000 damage to probably catch this one up. Prasmo Pesky putting in serious work though, that Phoenix Hawk. Alrighty. Alright. Let's open up the map tactics. Clear that off. Alright, what we saw here was it's really going to be hard to watch. Phoenix Legion going with the classic, let's go sit over here. And we have one Hunchback jump up, hold my beer right about here. And he got absolutely pwned. JGX set up with high mechs, 1, 2, circle mech. I think we have one in the low ground. And poor old Pasha sitting right there in the Hunchback. So once this mech over here, the Hunchback was lost, or when he was down to 34%, pretty much 2 minutes into the match, it just turned into a one decision for poor old Phoenix Legion, which was W key into that. And the rest was history. I'm very surprised it ended up that way. To be honest, I'm surprised Data didn't do about 1,000 damage there as well. But I like the ideas. There was at least some Phoenix Legion had a few innovative mechs. I thought I saw Cameron Highlanders maybe doing the Thanatos. I like the idea. It just isn't quick enough for this map. Like, it'll work in a brawl against maybe linebackers, but I haven't seen linebackers. I'm not going to see linebackers in EU Div A. I just can't imagine it happening. Righto, so we're currently at... We've got 2 dead there for JGX. Alright guys, it won't be pretty to look at. But basically this is how the drop is looking at the moment. So basically JGX, 3 drops 1, 24 kills, Phoenix Legion, 11 kills, no drops 1. So hopefully we'll see something a bit different here. Alpine, I didn't expect. Let's move across back to the map strat and see what might actually happen. Now we can get lock-ons in this one, so we've got 480 tons, 8 mechs. Could open up a lot of opportunities for Phoenix Legion. So Phoenix Legion will be Team 1 first, which is the northern side. So if they bring a very, very basic strategy, all they're going to do, go downhill, get height above theta, get height on top of hill, pretty free grab on gamma, and then regrouping. You can even do a few interesting strategies, put a few mechs out here. I'd be very interested to see if they go for a Narky mech though, if they try and bring something a bit more Phoenix Legion-y to the table. Now JGX is going to be more than likely the JGX of old, which is just set up the firing line all across here. I can't imagine they'll go for gamma. It's a very tough ask to go for gamma on this map. But basically, everyone knows JGX, they're long range traders. This is just going to be blue laser galore. Alrighty, 480 tons. So at the moment, we're not seeing. Neither team's really pushing out the tonnage. You should see a couple of assault mechs, either that or a lot of heavies. So they are limited to 3 of a chassis. I don't think it's going to halt them up too much. We're not going to see any annihilators from Phoenix Legion, but I'm pretty sure JGX have got 1 in the bank. Other than that, I'm going to expect Battle Masters, maybe a few Pocket Zeuses, Warhammers, Hellbringers, maybe Supernovas. As far as lights, I'm probably going to expect maybe a flea or 2. Depends on whether they're going to. I imagine there's going to be a little bit of ECM, just in case. I would not put it past Phoenix Legion just to come out here with 3 Nova Cat Bs and just throw it to the wind. Right. They should nearly be locked in. Let's drop it back over to in-game. They're nearly there. Actually, oh, they've started typing. Here we go. Now, if they do bring Nova Cats, it'll be interesting to see if JGX have any sort of push. Whether you'd say push backup, where they bring 1 Daka mech or something like that. But the other option is, and not many teams do it, you could run linebackers, all sorts of crazy stuff. Phoenix Legion can possibly do it too. Run it up, hide it along the ledge, drop it straight down onto the JGX range mechs. Either that'll try and rush down through Sigma. That'd be a possible tactic here that Phoenix Legion could employ. Yeah, a Daka mech or something like that would probably be the insurance they want, and I guess the Annie 1P does do enough DPS. Yeah, it's going to be very much trading here. Phoenix Legion have very much got to counter it. Alright, we're locked. It's interesting that Phoenix Legion allowed Alpine Peaks to go through here. I would have thought they'd be more of a River City style team. Terra Therma, that sort of silliness. Looking back at chat, yep, I know it's 5 minutes ago, but Lizzie linebackers in EU Div A, that's not culture. I thought EU was the best division in the world. I wouldn't put it past Phoenix Legion though. I reckon they need to do something here. This, Irbies didn't win it for them. Oh gosh, now they're talking about Clag. Come on, lobby. Let's see it. I'll drop it back over to my amazing scorecard just while we're waiting. Oh, now we're losing JGX members, not like this. Alright, let's see it in the chat. Who reckons is going to be Clag this match? Now, bear with me, guys. I threw these overlays together about 10 minutes before the stream. So sorry that we're flicking around like maniacs. Come on, boys. We must be pushing the 10-minute timer here. Wait, is there a 10-minute timer? Oh my god, we might get a match. Oh, here we go, boys. The PPC linebacker here. Dead set. I really should turn my sounds back up for this, shouldn't I? Lovely day. So, expect a lot of the trading happening on this ridge here. Over here on this ridge. JGX, we're going to expect a lot of pushing along, spreading out towards Theta. So we've got here, for JGX we have Panther 9R, that'll be 3 large. Capping fully. Battlemasters. Hellbringers. Ebon Jaguar, okay. You got 4 large, mate. You got just. Wait, what? There was a Gauss rifle on him for a second there. Alrighty, on the other side here for Phoenix Legion, we have Supernova, Novacat. Oh, they're bringing the alarms, boys. That's that's going to be a stealth capping, narking commando. Where is he going? Here we go. The narcs are coming out. Good boy, you remembered to turn off the stealth, the cat. Well, I take it that fleet isn't narked. Could be well out of range though. Oh, they're giving up Theta too. Tell me LRMs. No, lasers, okay. Good. It's me larges. So JGX have already set up here. This is going to be really hard for them to get countered. This is basically Commando's going to have to do some god narcs. There's nothing he can do to that fleet. He's got probably 2 SRM2s, 3 SRM2s. Lobbing narcs at a fleet. It's going to be useless. And the blue lasers are starting to come out. So the Huntsman's already taken a big hit from the Battlemasters. Yeah, they've got one mech over there. Should be that Hellbringer. This Ebon Jaguar appears to be lost. I'm helping Daddy. Yep, there we go. This commando, there is no way you're going to be able to get a good line on that. That Ebon Jag is going to hold it. And since they've decided to bring LRMs, there's going to be no trading there. So while he's hidden, there's not much going to be happening. That's a 3 large Wolfhound, isn't it? So it's a Wolfhound 1, so it's got the range quirks. Commando, he has full capped it. You need to narc someone, mate. Your team is dying. Did he narc him? Nope. Okie dokie. Alright, let's have a look back up here. So it'd be interesting to see if they manage to get Kappa. Because that Kappa should not be able to be taken while those 5 mechs are literally sitting there. Alright, let's see. Come on, Steamroll. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Well, yep, you can't cap that when there is that many mechs there. Alright, now they're pretty much stuck in the same position again. They pretty well need to just W key and hope for the best with their DPS. Johnny Black is not having a good time. Looks like his left torso is licked. Novacat's just looking at the terrain. Good job, boys. Right, these Supernovas are trading into about 5 Overwatch, 6 Overwatch mechs. They're not having a good trade. So they need to find a way to get this Commando and these Novacats into the match. Shooting a red Dorito, I like it. So what he's doing here is he's alphaing the lasers because he's losing trades pretty hard. Trying to get whatever he can in. It's going to be a good strike, actually. Should be a good strike. But looking at the percentages, Phoenix Legion have just absolutely got no hope behind this hill. You can't just have all your mechs there. You need 1 or 2 up there. You need some sort of pressure over the Sigma. Like, this is just... I'm gonna hate to say it, but I don't know if they've done much training on it. Oh, we've got a lock. No one's getting shot though. Alright, so pretty much from here, it's up to JGX what they want to do. They can sit back, really farm this out, or they can just W key into them and kill them all. There is nothing that Phoenix Legion can do at this point. So what we might see is Pasha should roll around this right flank here, shoot uphill at them. Probably going to have Extreme Alex go up the base of the hill, and they're just going to funnel them up the back, and these other ones are going to come from up high. So once Pasha gets this angle here, this Huntsman and this Hunchback are in a lot of trouble. He's going to get one of them at least, I reckon. That's pretty manly over here as well. We've got Gogul's just going to go straight into them. They're going to get basically just caged. See Polycat. Polycat hopefully... Oh no. Oh no. Let's see it, mate. Now, the real question is, did he do 1 damage? Come on, guys. This is suicide for the Wolfhound. Do it. No one on JJ's side would even be beat up here. Well, this will all be scratch damage to them. They're all healthy as all get out. And that's it. It's just the poor old Mavicat left to be farmed. So very, very good play by JGX. Very, very... I don't want to say it, but passive play. We'll go with passive play. By Phoenix Legion, they just never got in the match at all. Hunchback did the most there, got Stimrog with a lovely 0. Commando did work with 6 damage, did a half panic button as well. Data, farming like a boss. Very low damage numbers, so there was a lot of CT damage coming in there. Very little could be done. No, well played, boys. So... So to update our scorecard here, we've got 4 drops won by JGX, 32 kills. Let's see if they go for the full 40. Phoenix Legion going to be coming in from probably the toughest side of the map on this next drop. They really need to get something going, because that Commando was pushing shit uphill. I mean, do we need to go to the map strat here? Why not? So downhill they come. Downhill they come. 1 mech over here. Pretty much from there they got circled. JGX set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading mechs. We had 1 out the side here. Should have done all that in red, but oh well. Basically from there they beat up this top mech. So old mate fell off, had to go group up with his buddies. We ended up with every single mech there because they tried to get Kappa. You can't get Kappa when there's that many mechs looking across. It's just suicide. From there we just saw them get encircled and really crushed. To be honest, JGX could have crushed them the whole 2 minutes earlier, but I guess they wanted to play it safe. There's not much with that drop deck they could do though. Alrighty. Now the previous match's scorecard. The team damages, all ones. Very good. Probably could have thrown in a team damage strike. It would have made it a bit interesting. Poor buggers. So we're going to see Alpine. They're going to switch sides. I really don't see it changing for Phoenix Legion. They need to show us something. I think now that we're up 4 drops as well, JGX might bring out something a little bit different. Hopefully, they're just going to have blue blazers. Who are we kidding here? Very little to go over for it. Right, let's see how they're going. Trying to think of what mechs we haven't really seen. So they didn't drop their Annihilator again. I'm expecting Data to bring that this match. What else won't we see? Maybe, I think we have a Bloodass up their sleeve. We might get even a EL large Bloodass to mix things up a little bit. We'll see Capping Flea again. I think we've only had 2 of those so far. Very big fans of that mech, it seems, JGX. I'd hate to be in comms with Phoenix Legion at this point. There'd be not a lot going on. There'd be hopefully drinking at this point. The best case scenario. JGX are locked. They've split mostly into Charlie. They're going to come downhill with ER larges. There's no 2 ways about it from that setup. Steamroll claiming that JGX are weak on snow maps. Yeah, this could be interesting for Steamroll. They could come out try-harding now. Yes, it's not going well, boys. Could certainly go better. Now, let's see here. We've got an alpha set up possibly by Phoenix Legion, unless they're just waiting for... I have no idea what they'll be waiting for at this point. It's not going to change much. So, an alpha setup, I wonder if they're going to do some sort of ridiculous, and I only say that because I've seen 1 or 2 Australian teams attempt this, is give up the map and then you YOLO up the hill with an LRM deck. I would not recommend it, but just possibly what's happening here. Because typically on this south side you want to set up basically and make the other team outshoot you because you've got the 3 caps close. They've got to make this happen down here. They've got to push one of these caps. Alright boys, here we go. Alrighty. So, in the small chance they do this, let's prepare you for it. They spawn. They run around up the hill. It's a tough run. Huntsman. Never mind, they're not doing it. Takes all the fun out of it. But they eventually can get up to here with their entire 8 mechs. Alright, for Phoenix Legion. See a lot of PPCs, so we've got Summoners, we've got Huntsmans, we've got a Hellbringer, Battlemaster, Supernova. Still a little bit light on trading. From JGX, Stalkers, Panthers, 3 Stalker 5Ss. They're all dual AMS, I'll bet you now. Dual AMS Stalkers.
User entered your channel.
It's going to be a... That's an ECM Hellbringer 2, by the way, guys, I believe. You'll find it be set up with a full left side rack. No, okay. I would have thought he would have gone the ECM. And the Virago. So JGX is setting up the typical strategy. We're going to have 2 mechs sitting up here. We're going to probably have one up high, top center. Actually, there's a bit of a fight breaking out in Gamma. Now, JGX haven't brought really any light mechs that can fight this off. So this Wolfhound 1 should be ER mediums, and he'll have a lot better heat. If only Polycat realised and probably was backing his mate up. Polycat. Send help. Well, we've got medium pulses even. Polycat, come on mate. Your boy needs you. There are 100 kph Panthers. So these 2 Panthers here should be dead to rights. Like they've got to go here. Alright, let's focus on one of them. Alright, that's splitting damage perfectly. We've got Stimorg shooting Gogul, and we've got Polycat shooting Krasnopetsky. This is outstanding teamwork. Oh, he's lost a torso. So what they've done is, since they were too slow, these 2 trade mechs have just... Yeah, look, this is not looking good. Ooh, that hurts. Oh dear. What are you 2 doing? What are these huntsmen doing? Oh gosh, run boys. So I've got a bit of trade out of it. I don't know about ER large huntsmen, I really not sure about that one, but they're just going to get run down by stalkers. Let's duck back across to see what's happening in the main fight, because these stalkers are just going to maul those fellows. Actually, they're trading pretty well over here. This summoner really needs to just step on Theta. Force them to actually peek them. So if that summoner steps on, these 2 guys can get aggressive and just try and one-shot this top mech here. That's it, good boy. Now Hellbringer has to come up. Let's see the trade come across. Data took a lot of damage there. To be honest, he should have taken a lot more than that though. Alright, so back off mate, you don't need to stay there. How your buddies doing? They still running? Oh gosh. Ren had a rough time. Wizzle's people need him. He's off. He's flying. So this Panther is just going to sit on top of the hill now and just farm everything. 4 damage at a time. Let's do it. Both of them. So Shabrazi here, you need to pedal across, mate. So they need to get to the far side to try and sightline these mechs, but they're up too high. So what's going to happen here is JGX are going to be able to just jump onto Kappa and Theta if they want it. Like they can just W key now, there's no point left. Mate, you need to be closer to that hill to protect yourself from those. Come on. Holding hands across here. I like it, boys. Alright, let's see what's going on. No, he was ECM. There you go, I was wrong. Had the ECM crit out though before we go. Heat vision at that range is an interesting tactic. Oh my god. Dario, please. Alright, let's see what we see up here. 1500 meters, these are just scratching mechs. Gogil's cutting range, here we go. You're a Panther, unlock your arms. Unlock them! There we go, oh nice. Johnny Black is gonna go down here. One layer is a laser AMS, that's an interesting one. I expected them to be double AMS. And that's it. Well played, JGX. That was an absolute Alpine massacre. Let's see what we got here. Zinja had a decent game in that Battlemaster. Very good spread across the JGX mechs. Data must have team struck someone. Very good job. Actually, no. That's AMS farm. Tasha with the AMS farm coming in with 331 match score. Alright, let's grab the ID and duck out of the lobby. Alrighty. Just chuck it across. Very little team damage. That looks like the most interesting part of this. Very healthy mechs there left on JGX. 98% on that flea. Could have gone better. Alright, let's update the scoreboard. So we had another win for JGX. So that'd be the final tally, guys. We got 40 kills for JGX, 5 drops 1. Phoenix Legion 11 kills, 0 drops 1. We'll just cross here. Let's see if they're after any interviews. Let's chuck open the map strap for a sec. It's a bit of an interesting one that time. We had pressure from the top. Now, they didn't get my memo about rolling the LRM mechs, but they ran 2 Huntsmen and 2 light mechs up here. they had an opportunity to take the match by taking out those two light mechs, but they really stalled way too long. They got into the firing line of the two stalkers that were facing back uphill from about there. Two stalkers. All the mechs died in this little area here. And then from there, basically, the huntsmen just ran for their lives back up the hill. And yeah, it was it was extremely poor play, unfortunately, from Phoenix Legion, but also well played by JGX. Alrighty, they haven't given me any info about interviews. Let's have a quick double check. Alright guys, that'll be it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully it wasn't the worst cast of all time. We'll work on some of these overlays. Good matches by JGX and Phoenix Legion. Hopefully Phoenix Legion can come back strong in the later half of the season. But otherwise, that's all for now. Catch you later.